I understand that there is the Saudi Cameroon Defense Force created by one Mr. Foncha in the United States. So I wish to know if you are in collaboration with Mr. Foncha, because this is supposed to be the military branch or the military wing of the struggle. So what links, what collaboration or cooperation do you have with Mr. Foncha of the Saudi Cameroon Defense Force? Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. I wish to say something to everybody. I don't have a question, especially to our leaders. I'm really disappointed the way we are doing things here. We can't see a meeting starting by 10 and people are coming by 2. If we are going to fight for this liberty or freedom or whatsoever we are calling it this way, the freedom will go before we arrive. And secondly, you as our leaders, you have to be an example. Be here early and welcome us and show us the way instead of us sitting there when people come. That was very sad. To you, the men, Cameroonian men, I know you like speaking English, arguing. This lady is prepared. Instead of us going into grammatic debates, we are all educated. We should go to the point. We should go directly to the point and say what we want to say. We should be going to this way, that way. Please, we should go directly to what we are out for and do what we are out for. And when you are coming next time, please men, what you
as a community, we've been used to always focusing on the negative. When we come together, how many people are here? These are a lot of people. We like to focus on the negative. To put an effort behind doors to bring people like this together, considering the circumstances that all of us are in Europe, is not an easy job. Let's put our hands together for this thing. There will be a suggestion box at the end of this meeting. Rather than criticizing, write a little comment and give it to that wonderful man and say, next time when we are coming to Brussels, do this, do that, and they will take it on board. All right? I also want to thank Milan. He's done a wonderful presentation, and that gentleman, they've done a wonderful job. But this is the key thing. We had a very lengthy debate yesterday night, and we've had a lengthy debate today. We've had wonderful presentations. Some of them are very emotional, some of them are very educative. But this is what I want to say. If we leave here today without targeting these people who've made all these wonderful speeches to give us commitment, saying, when we meet in this conclave that we are invited, we are going to come up with something definitive that is going to include all of us, then we have we? These people, before they leave here today, need to have even 4 minutes of conversation saying, we need to tell these people that even if it is what, we will fix it and come with something conclusive after that conclave. Do we all agree? We all agree?
Excuse me, you move it as a motion for the conference to support it.
I didn't get to it. I'm moving that emotion then. Let's move it. Thank you, that is what I wanted to say. Thank you, the last person.
Good evening, my name is Magdalene Fard from Germany. I have two important questions. And these questions I want to direct them to Dr. Ayaba and Dr. Akwanga. My first question is to Dr. Ayaba. I hear you often talk about comprehensive approach to our liberation. What do you actually mean by that? Can you give clarity so that we here today know exactly where we are and where we are heading to? And what is the role of the different movements to respect to this comprehensive approach? And to you, Dr. Akwanga, people have been talking about this litigation for a while now. Some are for and some are against. What is your position and advice on the approach of litigation? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think they are going to answer those questions.
Yes. Thanks a lot. We apologize for coming late. Yesterday morning, we missed our flight, so I had to take a hotel near the airport. Booked another flight at the airport to be able to come in this morning. So sometimes these are things you cannot explain, but it has been extremely grueling to be able to get in here. So you are right, as servants we should be able to come in here, and I think Dr. Akwanga apologize and explain what happened. With respect to the issue of Mr. Soul Puncher, I think we spoke and we are talking. I don't want to get into those details. I know everything here is being streamed. What I want to assure you people is that positive things happen in the background. I've called him, he's called me. He spoke extensively the other day about something he's working to do with Dr. Akwanga. In the next few days I'll be in Atlanta and we will be able to schedule a meeting. So there are discussions, and we will explore those discussions to make sure that where we can strengthen our cooperation for the interests of our people, we do that. And we should avoid doing things that can weaken us in public, in terms of public perception. But I think that I met his representative in London the other time. One of his representatives is close collaborators also here with us. And I met here with Chairman Kabi and the others. So there are ongoing discussions, and I want you people to give us that kind of support to make sure that we can strengthen those kinds of discussions. On the issue of comprehensive approach, he explained the 3H strategy. That's the comprehensive approach that we'll be talking about. We've put that approach because we believe that armed resistance alone is not going to win it. But it is going to sufficiently weaken the occupier to be able to humble itself and have meaningful dialogue. So one of the approaches is also about targeted diplomacy. I think I was in Finland the other day to speak with some representative. I know the Finnish delegation has been doing a lot of good job in Finland. Extensive diplomacy is going on. So we should not conflate issues. Colleagues, Mark was in Finland. The guys in Italy have been doing a lot of what we call targeted diplomacy. And the essence is to make sure we educate and sensitize the international community to understand our situation. That is critical. At the end of the day, we are going to submit an application for membership to any of these international institutions. So it is not a standalone approach, win it all. So the comprehensive approach, coined as the 3H approach, involves what we have also been doing, internationalization. We borrowed it from the playbook of the ANC. Everybody, I think I went to GS Ngimbo, where you made handwork to go and sell to support anti-apartheid struggle. Many countries in Africa, you had in your passport, valid for every country except it was an international effort by the ANC to make sure that it wins friends across the globe. He talked about South Sudan. We were in Nigeria, we've spoken to the South Africans, we've been speaking to different countries, to the Ghanaians. I flew into Ghana where he was having an interview over BBC. So it is going to be a comprehensive approach. That is why I'm going to dip a bit into the next question, which was directed to him about litigation. We are not against litigation. We are against any stand-alone approach. Look, I'm a student of international law. No court has any power to enforce any decision. We won in Banjul. They asked Biya to negotiate. It didn't work. His father has won many cases unenforced. We have won many litigations. So what are we challenging? The issue of the legality of the occupation has been challenged. The issue of Resolution 1608, paragraph 15, whether there was post-plebiscite conclave that brought the three parties together, has been challenged and dismissed. It does not exist. The issue of international treaty, the Milner-Simon Agreement of 1919, that demarcated us to show that we are a people, is a valid international instrument that was reinforced in 2004 in Banjul by the outcome that we are a people. 1931, the Franco-British Agreement also reinforced the border that we are a people. Of course, we are going to challenge crimes against humanity, which of course partially we challenge in the Communication 203 in 2003 in Banjul. Individual communications like the one he won in the UNHCR, his father won, Abemukun won, have proven clearly that we've been doing a comprehensive style of campaign to be able to liberate our homeland. The one thing which we have told them, including I told Milan, it's not like Brother Kassan said. No, we are not talking about like strategic, tactical issues in the social media. Okay? I have what we've worked on, comprehensive defense strategy. You're not going to know that. That's not something you come on social media to say. But to say you have a right to defend yourself is not some kind of like declaring war. We are at war. And so we want Skakov. We've told them, if you are afraid to say resistance is part of it, give us a special status clause. We have no precondition. We want negotiation, we want litigation. Let them give us just one as a concession. We've made concession to his father. I met his father. Adopt Amazonia. We said, okay, let us adopt it as a compromise to Fongo. So the comprehensive approach to our liberation is the only way we are going to win. Targeted diplomacy, internationalization, which you are carrying out with demonstration, and block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. Forget about it. It's not going to work. Thanks a lot.
I just want to talk about the issue of litigation. The question that was directed to me, which Comrade Ayaba has delved into. I'm a little bit concerned. I think he has made it very clear that there are times that we differ. When there are issues, he raised them with me, we discuss about them. I'm a little bit concerned. I've spoken here about the amount of money we spend traveling from one place to another. And I have also spoken about the possibility that maybe before the 15th of this month, another group will emerge, which will call leaders. Somebody will just have his dollars and just want to make a name. Let me invite all these leaders to come. And then some of you will go to social media and start saying that, Muna go for it. Muna go, they go from unity. So you find all those things happening around. I am concerned because people are dying. You see, when you don't sleep, you are in this struggle for 24 hours. They are calling your phone at 3 a.m. You find some cares are in Kuwait. They are telling you, doctor, help us. You are not running a country. We are a people, we are a nation, but we are not a country because we are not a state. This is political science 101. A people are a nation, but we are not a country. A country is a state. So what we are fighting for is to become a country, which means to become a state, which will be recognized, under international law. As a nation, yes, we are. So, all the laws and all what we have done, I myself have said it openly that I went to Banjul with the map that won the case in Banjul. I took that map. The late Bangumne gave it to me. I traveled to Banjul without a passport. Can you imagine that somebody will enter a plane and fly without a passport? I arrived Banjul, they held me at the airport. But in my normal strong-head style, as some people will say, I abandoned my bags and everything, took a taxi, and went to the African Human Rights Commission. I said, why did you people leave me here? They said, we were there with a placard. I said, I just came from prison not long ago. I'm not used to this thing. So they came back and took my bag. I took the map. But guess what? I was not even permitted to enter inside the hall where that case was holding. Professor Anyangwe was the head. Because the Southern Cameroonian team that was there, my name was not on the list. Neither was his name on the list. But that did not stop me from going to Banjul. They said if I enter the hall, La République du Cameroon sees me, Elvis Ngolengole, they will run away. So I said, okay, for the good of the nation of Southern Cameroon, let me stay outside. I brought the map, let them go and handle the case. They went in, and when they produced that map, that was the end of the matter. La République, even Elvis Ngolengole said he doesn't know where that map is from. First, it was a very old map, so he cannot say we fabricated it. The demarcations of the Southern Cameroons and Bazonia and La République is so well explained in that map. It's not just the map. There's a historical context attached to that map. That map gave them what we call in boxing language, KO. They will knock out. That is how that case ended. So we have done everything. We have done everything. Communication 1813 of 2008, which I won in Geneva, has not got a solution because La République is saying that if they try to pay compensation, me, I'm going to take the money to buy AK-47. And they are right. There's no doubt about it. So they say they won't pay me because they know that AK-47s will be bought. I said, okay, no problem. Stay with it. We know what Fontinka has done. He's done a lot of work. Nobody give a damn. The way our litigations have been going has been the same way we have been pretending that we are negotiating with La République. Most often we are talking to ourselves, not to them. We are talking. You see, we are the ones fighting for independence. It is still us who are telling us what La République should come and beg us. No, please, we want federation. Instead of them saying, no, we don't want you to go, please, we'll give you this. We are the one telling them that, okay, you know what, independent, we are not finished with independent. Take this one. That is what we have been doing. Negotiation means two people are talking. I mean, talking frankly. If you have done conflict resolution like our sister here, we were talking yesterday. So we support every segment of this struggle. But what we have said, and I'm going to say it here, some of you will not like it, you can even give me names after. I don't worry about that. The hand must be the ultimate for this moment. Nothing should bypass the hand now. Before we raise $75,000 to go give to some white folks, who will go and be passing around and doing some funny games with it, that is lobbying. Who must have raised $150,000 to buy more AK-47. Yes. So when we buy the guns, we can raise money for litigation. That is a position we have taken. So listen, I've said we cannot start building a house by putting a roof without a foundation. We cannot. The only time apartheid regime accepted to talk to blacks, even when they locked up Mandela, was they discovered that even their malls, their stores, their offices were targeted. They knew they were targeted. That is why they killed Samora Machel, because he was supporting the armed struggle. Let us not pretend we are talking to African leaders. And everywhere we go, nobody is going to tell us, we'll support you. They said, do something big. Something big was not demonstrating yesterday. Okay? Do something big, and then you know where we stand. Have we done something big? No. Can we not do it? We can. Master, now we take power, take finish power.
thing is they will take our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking a question in this conference. Does anybody know how we can switch off the internet of our republic also? Because we need to do that as fast as possible.
Yes,
That point is a point.
Please, I have a question to the leaders. No one specifically, but in general to leaders.
Order!
We need to work together in all fronts. Now, cannot be overlooked. It's obvious that we need to embrace all the fronts. And it's also obvious that we need to do this not as in factions, but as a unified body. I want to urge the leaders that they should embrace, come together, and put a structure which defines clearly what are the short-term goals. And Dr. Ayabacho, my question is, we talk about block by block. We need to take our nation with a hand, with defense. How soon can we do this? For instance, let's assume that we now have Skakov like government. How soon we can get as many AK-47 as we can? But do we have the resources, the human power to embrace now and give us our independence in less than 6 months?
Yeah, excuse me, my name is Essene Stephen. I have just one thing to ask. With all what we are doing here and what we did yesterday, I want to ask the organizing committee from Belgium whether they did not see the media, because we are on the streets and people are asking, why is there no media coverage for the conference and the march that took place yesterday? Please, if there is anything to be done, we will write that whenever we are meeting, we should get the media concerned so that we should be informed. In Belgium, people don't know what they are going to do. If you ask even the politicians here, they don't exactly know what we are going to do. So I will plead with the organizers to see that the media is very much involved in this struggle. Thank you.
Hello. Good day, my brothers and sisters. I'm Mr. Tuta Wilson, representative from France. My question goes to the Skakov group or the Skakov leading leader. My question is this. We've been receiving messages from internet that we should be calling our people back home to reinforce the strike. Goes down. My question is so pertinent and I want to know now concerning the school issue. Does it mean if this movement has not gone right up to the point where our leaders are heading to, schools will not resume? So let us know what we have to tell our people back home about the school issue. Either no school till we succeed or at what moment or at what particular time we will resume.
My name is Colette Donsuiro-Menjo, and I'm a Southern Cameroonian. I come from the UK. I'm a bit worried because it seems as if we don't get statistics of our brothers or sisters who have eloped to the neighboring countries. Because I feel bad when I talk to X. X doesn't know that Y is there. Y doesn't know that T is there. So can we come up with a strategy where we can have like a hotline that even if there's a boy from Oyomojo who finds himself in Nigeria, he'll be able to meet up with the other people, because we have the people there, my boys, my sons that I know in Manfe and Eko. Some are in Calabar, but they don't know how to come together. So is there a way we could come up like with a hotline or the phone number that they can reach to merge together? Thank you.
Volume.
I am actually concerned about the finance aspect, because we are contributing, we can contribute, women can contribute, and I can see here which is 300 euros, I'm not lying. I can see nails which are 50 euros, yes, I can see. So I'm now trying to talk about the children. It's true that children are not going to school. Those who are teachers, yes, we have talked about teachers, but those ones, the youth, most especially, who do not have anything to do now, I am afraid that they may indulge themselves in some kind of funny activities. So I would like to know, I would have loved Mr. Milan to be here, so that you'll be able to talk about this issue, because it's very pertinent. We are trying to groom a decent people. We are not trying to groom criminals. So what are the things put in place to encourage them to stay and fight without any problem, without going into criminality? Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, fellow comrades. Good afternoon, Saudi Cameroonians. My name is Michael Takia from the UK. I represent the West Cameroon Movement for Change, UK. I've got a few remarks to make. One of them is going to go straight to Dr. Apanga and Dr. Beneza. Sorry, Ayaba. Yeah, it's like this. I can. From all indications, you guys are very much on the action part of this problem. I would please request that you limit the amount of information you give the people in the public. Let's expect something than hear much about it before it's done. Secondly, I would like to talk to the representative of SCACO, Mr. Milan. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be there on the scene. There are issues being raised about people for independence and those for federation in this trouble. My remark is, please, because I know some say if you are not for this, you are not for that. But I think all of us are for everything. So we shouldn't, it's too early for us to divide and maybe expect something to happen. Let's focus more on putting down the elephant than making divisions. However, I do also accept, or I would like people to understand that there's nothing wrong in us arguing, because this is the best time to argue, because by the time we have our state, those who argue will definitely be, kind of be punished. So if you have all the power to quarrel, please, this is your moment. Quarrel as much as you like, so that when we have our state, you stay quiet. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try to be brief. My name is Dr. Bernadette Antega from Germany. I think today our able sister said something. we have to work and work very hard. But at one point in time, at times I feel some of our leaders, they still do not get the point. Nobody has refused in this house that we don't need action. We certainly need action. We need diplomacy, we need education, we need all of those. But we want to fund those things under one umbrella. So if you stand up and tell us, before you go in for litigation, we must have money to take Kalashnikov, K4, ZBZ, that does not matter. The question is, under which umbrella? Because I don't have the idea of building accounts here and there. Everybody in this house is certainly accepted that we need action. But we want to do that under one umbrella, under one funding perspective. And no, please, no position, there's no something like this position A or position B. We have to start with position A or position B. We have to accept, we accept here that we need all of those things, but under one umbrella. And that is the sense we have to leave this place and take over to know that we are working under the same platform. Because by the time we go in for any negotiation and we are giving conditions, my position is this, it is good, but please, by the time the country finish next time in Abuja, we want a united funding system. Nobody says action is less important, litigation is more important. And people have done many court cases, but no court case A is the same like court case B. And so at times we have maybe professional languages of explaining things, but please let us do it simplistic and say all of the options are there. Nobody's arguing, but nobody's point is above a common. That's my take.
Thank you very much. We're running out of time, so I'll bring our guest speakers to try to summarize.
Dr. Benedict, we are working towards unity. There's no doubt about that. Yes, we're working towards unity. And we'll be discussing different ways of uniting our people. But I can assure you, what we are also saying is that, you know, we cannot stop the ghost towns.
That was a very good presentation.
When the ghost towns is up, we make sure it's respected. That's also a form of what a that's to reinforce the action of policy.
They for system, my wife asked why not did you make it? No, but they never think. But you ask the committee said me really need that. That kind one so. Man, take and go home, go. Yeah, this is what we discussed. This and this. Do I get the video or? But that.
The consortium. You know, there is the AGC. You know, you have to notice they are like
Papa Besson, it will be a secret. It's a secret. So, Madame Oka. Oh, Besson, we might.
We have said the right of self-defense is not negotiable. That's what we have said. That's what we have said. We have not gone further. That the right of people to defend themselves block by block is something that everybody should know about it. And that is what we have said. I've not discussed tactical. Tactical is different. If I stand here and discuss tactical, you will give me 100,000. Because you will answer the question of the guy who said if we give you $1 million, 24 hours. Okay, that is a fact because I have a scar. I went to battle. I was wounded in battle. With what? 2 rounds. So you give our people the possibility to defend their cities. We are going to wrap this disunited system in our land in a very short period of time. And your last question, my brother. The time for that issue of federalism is over. When I hear you guys in the London you understand the concept of that is federalism. That is, as he said, Cameroon, like Britain did, begging Scotland to stay, should be begging us to federate. It's over. We will bundle these guys block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. You are my brother, we will help, we will chat, and we will not fight. But I beg you, the time for federalism with Cameroon is over. You can promise.
Hello. Brother, what's your name?
Yeah, I even know me. I be the confused see some girl we get the yellow hair so.
Hello.
But I think tell me say marry na white, I say marry na here. Some girl for this so we go if
I think say I don't beg una for inside here, say make we throw fear for one side. Una think say me and the fear for die. All man the fear die. You see,
I want to
when you want to know that we are all human, you take a call.
I want to see, so I want to
or in night, you pass beside somebody's eyes, the eyes will always blink. True or false? It is to tell you the senses, the reaction of the human body. Okay? I was in the UK not long ago. Our people in the UK wrote to the UK government that are coming to the UK to preach our word. Alongside that, they may help me at the airport okay? And the reason is because you guys don't even know that you're supposed to be the seat of the power of Israel. Because that is where all this thing came about. Now you guys, some of you have rapper, some have I don't know what word to use. The number of groups that are in the UK, they are equal to the political parties that Paul Biya formed to destroy SDC. My brother, if I ask people, I come from America where people load guns in their houses as individuals. Okay? So for me to tell people to buy AK-47, is anyone scared to hear AK-47? Where is the tactical defense message? Is it? We are even afraid to talk about buying AK-47. How are we sure we are even prepared to go and fight? How are we sure? He has explained the whole story of federation. I spoke about this, some people thought I was crazy. No! There are people in Bamenda prison now who are serving 25 years. They were with me. They were sentenced to life imprisonment for independence, not federation. In 1997 that they arrested me, we were all sentenced on the 6th of October 1999. I got 20 years. One man is above 86 now. Get Simon Queen for independence, not federation. So the only reason why you guys are doing what you are doing in the UK, I'm coming back there. I'm coming back. So let me assure you guys, last time I came, most of you escaped. I sent for you people in your homes because you are all Amazonians. So you will not hide anywhere. When I come, anybody who has a problem, come, let's discuss. Don't run away. You don't need to run. We all have opinion. This is what I normally say. I'm not imposing. In this struggle at this hour, there's only one opinion that counts. To save our homeland. Any other thing is useless. This is not time for politics. We are not political parties. You might not like the way I put it out. Where Konege might have played in reforming my method. However, I know our people. Do you know why they flog us in school? When you fail an exam, have you done morning drill, mathematics in school? Where they say you must have at least 75. You have 74, they give you 12 strokes in the morning. Have you ever been beaten? Can you put somebody here? It is because we Africans, the king is necessary. That is why you see at times when I'm talking to my people, it's not that I respect everybody. I love everybody. But I'm talking as an African because there were times that if they did not kill me, I wouldn't have been where I am today. So let me repeat it again. If you have fear so that you will just die, we will buy AK-47. And we will fight and we will liberate ourselves. And when we liberate ourselves, if we want federation, we will form our own federated state of Africa.
Hello. Hello. Did I hear you say bonjour?
It's not wrong saying bonjour. English is not our language. We are speaking it.
Those of you who don't know me, I'm still the same person. But when I was coming in this morning, somebody said to me, chopping finger. Chopping finger. Yeah, I'll explain that. That's the name they gave to me. But they didn't give it to me. I gave my name. I gave myself that name. Because this struggle has become so personal, and I told them, and I keep repeating all the time, if you are talking to me about the Southern Cameroon, be ready that your finger doesn't come close to my mouth. I will chew that finger and swallow it. That is how painful it is. There are people who are calling for ghost towns, just as the Dr. Ayaba has said, Dr. Beneza has said, but there are people who enforce the ghost town. Do you guys know what those people do to enforce those ghost towns? It takes a lot. And what I've realized with us Southern Cameroonians, if you want to shoot, I will catch. We want to go to heaven, we will die. We want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. What do I mean? Before we go to heaven this time, we must die. If we want independence, we must pay for.
Of course.
Of course.
The ghost towns still remain, and they will still be enforced. But this time, we are going to target the Republic of Cameroon on another dimension. Yes. There is somebody I've never met him. He's called Harrison. He's from Hamburg. Okay. We are going to take the fight to them. Please, to them, in their offices, in their homes. The minute I think you can get an address of a minister, right? Yes. You can get an address of an SDO, yes. A commissioner, yes. A director, yes. Gentlemen. That's kidnap them. So now, listen. This is very interesting. This is very interesting.
Go outside.
Another method that we have to use to go to heaven, that is by getting us those accessories for the job to be executed. We have this. This is a postcard. This is a postcard, and this postcard carries a message. This postcard costs only €5. Please, this is how we are taking the Southern Cameroons into La République du Cameroon. Buy these postcards, we are raising funds for the struggle, and send this postcard to those people who are in La République with our message. When injustice becomes law, resistance, block by block, soon to be the 55th country in Africa. We will take our homeland back, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. This is now we are taking the fight to them. We are taking it to them. The minister gets up in the morning and they are delivering him a postcard and he opens it, it's this one. Please, my fellow Southern Cameroonians,
They said if Rome cannot come to you, you go to Rome. Yes. We are going to them with this. We are printing as much as 20, 30, 40,000 of these things. It is not the €5 you are buying this, it's the significance. You can imagine what will happen when a minister gets a postcard and opens it and sees it? Panic and then try to hide it under his table. But the message has gone. Again, outside, there are T-shirts. There are T-shirts for sale. We have this T-shirt in our pocket to get our resources. It's to get our resources. So, my fellow brothers and sisters, it has taken too long. If some of you heard me speak the other day, I said, after Brussels, Southern Cameroons will never be the same again. And we are going to send them that message. And they are going to get it. Diplomacy is there. We were there a couple of days ago. And they told us that, but why now?
They do all one time.
Why is it that everybody is Southern Cameroon are agitating so much at this time? The thing is, enough is enough. Can we do that? Yes. Can we do that? Yes. One for all for all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we continue, I would like to give a very short announcement. A speech from the representative of the leader of SCNC, Pandalapo, will say what he said, and the representative of von Gojidika will say a word about what he said.
Hello. Hi. That hi is for me. Let's say the one that is both of Southern Cameroons. Hello. Hi. Thank you very much. The first thing I would like to say is when we go out to have a little break, I'm going to plead on all the women just to come together. Let's have a little chat. A women's talk. Isn't that important? Isn't that important? Women are here. We have the power to change things. So I'm counting on all of you. If we go out to get everything to eat, let's just meet on the corner and have a little chat. And the second, I hope it's better for me, sir. So the next point is, and when we leave from here, please, we are pleading. They need, Mr. Takane needs about 10 guys in the hall to help in the arrangements. So please,
Mr. Etongo Makia,
just contact Chief.
What can you tell the people of Kumba as far as this struggle is concerned?
So they should keep fighting, and we are there for them. We shall support them in every means possible, both financially and supplying AK-47. We are there for them. Yeah?
Thank you, Mr. Macky.
Well, the life what are you?
I think we've just seen that beautiful postcard, and I believe that we should really appreciate initiatives like that and people who brought up such an initiative. Where is our brother from Germany, the guy with the camera?
Okay guys, we're having a short break. We'll be coming back live maybe in 30 minutes time.
And please, can you just clap and clap for this? That is him. He is the one who designed this and also brought the idea. Well,
yeah, no, maybe this.
National chairman of the SCNC.
Yeah, come together.
I will summarize this message because of time. A word from exile, Abuja, Nigeria. Dear compatriots, goodwill message to the European Conference on the Southern Cameroon struggle for the annexation and restoration of statehood. It is a paradox of history that while every colony and trust territory that attained self-government in the 1950s and even others that evolved to the status even much later has long forgotten about anti-colonial struggle and is engaged in post-independence national development. The former UN trust territory of British Southern Cameroon that attained self-government in 1954 is buried in the most heinous circle of colonial domination and alien rule, namely neo-apartheid. It is for this reason that we are gathered here, and nothing explains the plight of our people and homeland than my absence among you. Since 2015, I have been on the blacklist of the occupier of our homeland. Consequently, my passport would never be renewed last year when I was to deliver a speech at the PNSD conference holding in the House of Lords in London. Thus, before the SCNC was banned on November 17, 2016, I had been singled out as